11 active members.
3 projects.
Over 400 volunteer hours.
Improving the lives of over 15,000 people.
Enactus Grand Falls Windsor advocates for community. We inspire, teach, and share with the members of our region to break social barriers and bridge generational gaps. We lead partnerships that bring people together to create positive, sustainable impact and support the next generation of business leaders. We empower communities because together we have the knowledge and the power to make real change. Hi, I'm Jared.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Jordan.
Enactus Grand Falls Windsor believes that properly educating our communities is the key to their success. The first problem that we identified this year was the need for financial literacy in our province.
A large portion of Canadians are not sufficiently preparing for their education, buying a home, starting a family, or saving for their retirement. Financial literacy is an issue that demands our attention.
Here at Enactus Grand Falls Windsor, we believe that everyone should have the proper financial knowledge and information to lead a healthy and manageable life free from financial stress.
Enactus Grand Falls Windsor has been delivering financial literacy projects for 14 years, attempting to educate Canadians on effectively managing their money. That's why we created Dollars and Cents.
Dollars and Cents is an interactive program that helps individuals of all ages gain the financial knowledge necessary to make smart decisions with their money. The project has 5 tiers beginning at the elementary level and continuing into the post-secondary level.
Each of these tiers covers information that is relevant to that individual's stage in life, building on each concept as the tiers advance. Dollars and Cents uses activities to help keep the audience engaged.
Last year, Dollars and Cents expanded its reach by designing an international tier, targeting international students that helps them adjust to life in a new country.
In a normal year, Enactus Grand Falls Windsor would travel to schools throughout the province. However, this has been far from a normal year.
With the outbreak of COVID-19, Enactus Grand Falls Windsor had to adapt Dollars and Cents, and we had to become innovative.
The first thing we did was create a website to allow full accessibility to the project and its resources. This website allows parents, teachers, and individuals to have full access to Dollars and Cents.
All of the programs' tiers have evolved into a PowerPoint complete with a voiceover and printable resources and were put into packages, making for easy administration into schools and other facilities.
These packages were then emailed to teachers in our province, and the response was overwhelming.
School teachers were eager to have the presentation emailed to their accounts. They have been searching for resources around money and finances to teach their students. Homeschoolers were equally as eager to use this resource in their math programs.
The Exploits Valley High School Career Development teachers presented the high school tier PowerPoint with voiceovers to over 100 students. The principal of Exploits Valley Intermediate eagerly shared the presentation with the entire faculty. Sprucewood Academy shared the elementary tier throughout their education week.
Let's hear from Stephen Earle, a teacher in a grade 7 to 12 school in Twillingate.
We were happy to present the Dollars and Cents presentation to our high school students in Twillingate at J.M. Olds Collegiate. Kids thoroughly enjoyed the presentation and definitely learned a lot when it comes to financial literacy.
Parents in Newfoundland and Labrador and across Canada contacted Enactus members asking to have programs emailed to them personally, sparking conversations about money and finances in their own homes. It's plain to see there's a huge need for financial education in our society.
Our goal was to distribute the resources our team had worked hard to create to as many influencers as possible.
In fact, the provincial coordinator of the Special Olympics of Newfoundland and Labrador personally contacted our Enactus team about adapting Dollars and Cents to their athlete leadership program. We are currently in the process of enhancing our program to suit their differently abled athletes.
After these changes are made, Dollars and Cents will also be presented to Special Olympics chapters nationally, educating hundreds of differently abled athletes to better understand their financial situation and make informed life decisions.
Throughout the various aspects of Dollars and Cents, we were able to directly impact 318 individuals, working hard to ensure everyone from all walks of life has access to the financial knowledge that they need going forward.
From the 10-year-old child just learning about money,
To the international student finding their way through a new country,
to the mature adult trying to sustain their quality of life.
We empowered these individuals to acquire the essential knowledge they needed to work towards a secure, successful financial future.
Enactus Grand Falls Windsor has also recognized that financial literacy is not the only concern in our communities that demands our attention. Entrepreneurial action and small businesses are the backbone to the economy.
Inspired by this truth, Enactus Grand Falls Windsor helped turn disruption into development in our small town of 14,000.
The Grand Falls Windsor Farmers Market began more than 10 years ago, establishing a secure venue sheltered from the elements, supporting local farmers, food, and craft producers, adding a sense of food security to this region of our island province.
The COVID-19 pandemic has not slowed growth for the farmers market. It has created a sense of community, allowing shoppers to reconnect. The market has become an important social event in our community, reuniting friendly faces while establishing valuable customer relationships for the entrepreneurs.
Let's hear from board member Cody Lynn Smith on how our Enactus team has impacted the Grand Falls Windsor Farmers Market Association.
The Grand Falls Windsor Farmers Market has received an incredible amount of support from the local Enactus team this year. Through a global pandemic, they were able to assist us in running weekly markets and even supporting our vendors. Some of our vendors are youth entrepreneurs or small businesses just getting off the ground. The Enactus team was able to mentor these local entrepreneurs, helping them build their social media bases and improving their customer reach. By mentoring our vendors were able to increase their sales and their product knowledge just by working with the local Enactus team and utilizing those skills and tools that they were able to provide that they otherwise wouldn't have had access to. As a community-based nonprofit enterprise, the Grand Falls Windsor Farmers Market values social entrepreneurship. This is something that the Enactus team was able to give to us.
From September through December, our team volunteered at 8 events with approximately 4,600 visitors. The Farmers Market Association generated a revenue of nearly $8,000 with a net profit of $6,500. We are thrilled to report that while volunteering at these markets, we supported 60 vendors.
Like Aravind, an immigrant to Grand Falls, Windsor, whose Eat Butter Chicken business has grown over the past 9 months with added exposure from the farmers market and newly formed partnerships with local retail locations.
We also met Tara Bannister, a work-at-home mom of 4 school-aged children. Tara started Let's Get Salty, a naturally flavored sea salt business 2 years ago, which has developed into a locally recognized brand with growing potential.
Leading up to the holiday shopping season, we partnered with Tara to design social media content advertising her market events, which are her most significant revenue stream.
Throughout February, traditionally a slow time for retail, our Enactus team organized a team fundraiser where we sold her products, splitting proceeds between our team and Let's Get Salty.
We are happy to report that we generated an additional $300 for Tara during her slow shopping season.
Tara identified a barrier to her business's growth was keeping her website up to date. Our Enactus team was thrilled to photograph 50 products free of charge, allowing her to spend time on her business or with her husband and children.
While volunteering at the farmers market, we were pleased to meet Lauren Power, a business-savvy 13-year-old entrepreneur.
An Enactus alumni introduced us to Lauren while she was passionately sitting at her table crocheting cat toys alongside her mother, grandmother, and grandfather.
You see, Lauren's grandfather has been a patron of the farmers market for years, making and selling fudge.
Lauren's grandmother had taught her to sew and crochet, sparking her interest in these beautiful creations.
That day, Lauren was selling dog scarves, crocheted cat toys, and fabric hair accessories called scrunchies. She even gave us a demonstration.
We were delighted to partner with Lauren in creating social media content leading up to the busy holiday season, keeping her in touch with her online community.
In the new year, we met virtually with Lauren and her parents to discuss ways our Enactus team could support her as a young entrepreneur.
They were eager for Lauren to gain computer and business skills when she wasn't busy with volleyball practices, dance classes, and studying, of course.
Our one-on-one sessions with Lauren included Excel software lessons, discussions of product costs versus selling prices, and the value of her time spent crafting merchandise.
You see, we recognize an entrepreneurial spirit in Lauren. Her parents and grandparents feel the same way, encouraging her creative abilities and supporting her business activities.
During these tough times navigating our way through a global pandemic, our team and the local entrepreneurs we have had the pleasure to support have turned disappointments into developments.
Alongside financial literacy and entrepreneurial support, Enactus Grand Falls Windsor has recognized the need for climate action, not just in our community, but in our world.
Each year, up to 1 trillion plastic bags are used around the world, of which only 5% are recycled. That leaves 950 billion plastic bags circulating around the world.
Because of this mass amount of plastic, millions of mammals die each year from plastic pollution, and it is estimated that by 2050, the amount of plastic in our oceans will exceed the overall fish population.
Enactus Grand Falls Windsor is turning this hope for a better tomorrow into action with our project, Hope Matters. Hope Matters takes plastic shopping bags that the average family would discard and repurposes them into a durable and versatile material called plastic yarn. This plastic yarn can then be crocheted, braided, or woven into new reusable items such as shopping bags, jump ropes, and mats.
Never before has it been more important to stay at home, and Hope Matters has been working to give people a creative, fun, and unique way to stay busy around the house while we work together to fight this virus.
We started by taking advantage of online resources and social media platforms to allow for more accessibility of the project from home. Step-by-step guides were uploaded to our YouTube channel on how to make the various products out of plant, putting all of our resources into one simple location.
Hope Matters also designed and implemented a website to allow for unlimited access to resources such as step-by-step guides on how to create plarn, as well as information on the effects that plastic have on our environment. This allows for a more sustainable and accessible approach to educating people.
Across all forms of social media, Hope Matters has impacted almost 3,000 people.
When it comes to waste, there is no such thing as a way. Everything that is thrown away must end up somewhere. It ends up in our ecosystems.
This year in Newfoundland and Labrador, we also saw the permanent ban of single-use plastics by retailers. Hope Matters saw this as an opportunity to educate people outside of our province about the effects of single-use plastics on the environment and why they need to be reduced.
We used our YouTube channel to create informational videos on the effects of plastic and used our website as a resource of information of how everyone can help control plastic pollution.
After the single-use plastic ban in NL, Enactus Grand Falls Windsor reused approximately 1,500 bags from our stockpile on campus, removing these bags from our environment and repurposing them into reusable products.
We repurposed a total of approximately 1,500 plastic bags into a total of 30 products at our campus alone. Let's hear from Miranda, a local in our community, and how our project impacted her and her family.
Hope Matters has given us an excellent way to stay busy around the house as we here in Newfoundland and Labrador re-enter Level 5 for COVID response. I also shared the project with a few of my friends and family members, and they thought it was an excellent idea. What the Enactus Grand Falls Windsor team is doing is an amazing, as climate change is a big issue that needs in all of our
projects
attention.
have impacted over 15,000 individuals and have diverted nearly 79 pounds of waste, reducing 0.035 metric tons of CO2 emissions from the environment just this year. We may be small, but we are creating big change.
We are Enactus Grand Falls Windsor.